Hello, students. Welcome to this first online, you can say, video lecture or video of systems in mechanical engineering. It is on the unit number 1, Introduction to Energy Sources and its Convergence. The topic which is selected here for today's online video session is hydroelectric power plant. Myself, Atul Kumar S. Patil from Mechanical Engineering Department, and I'm associated with this particular subject for your division. Now, if we see the next slide, it's showing you what do you mean by the hydroelectric power plant. Now, it is very simple here actually. I'm just turning the laser pointer on so that you'll be able to see this. A generating station which utilizes the potential energy of water at a high level for the generation of electrical energy is known as a hydroelectric power station. It's very simple that water is used for generating an electricity. Now, how it can be used, man? What are the various you can say elements which are involved in it? We are going to learn these at a very superficial level. This is the first, you can say, engineering subject in which you are going to learn some basic things associated with these systems, mechanical systems, maybe certain sort of combination of mechanical electrical systems, or maybe mechanical electronics and electrical systems. But as this is the initiation of this particular subject, you are involved in teaching of such a kind of basic things. Means not you, we are involved. Now here, in case of hydroelectric power plant, if you see, this is the energy conversion which is shown here, which is a very simple that you are knowing that what do you mean by the kind of energies, which are the various different kinds of energies, which you might have studied in case of your 12th standard. Potential energy. Now potential energy of water, okay, very simple, as hydroelectric power plant is associated with the use of waters, you can say water as a resource. So potential energy which is available in a stored water at a particular height, which will be converted into a kinetic energy, and after that this kinetic energy will be converted into a mechanical one, and finally which will give us the electrical energy or maybe the electricity. So this is the flow of energy conversion. How it will happen, that we will see in next slide. Now you can see this is a simple layout of a hydroelectric power plant. Now many of you have not observed this power plant. Now this is a schematic one. In actual case it is somewhat different, very different. But what are the basic required things for this power plant? Okay, we will see that this is you can say a hilly area. You just see here it is written hilly area, in which the water in rainy season is generally stored. You might be knowing whenever there is a heavy rain, then the means for storing this particular water, which is during the rainy season, the dams are constructed, and this whatever the stored water in the dam, which will be utilized one for generation of the electricity at this end. Now what are the various things which are involved in it? The first thing is water, means dam, and the water in that particular dam. So therefore water reservoir, which is very important one. Now here, whatever the level of water here, you just see, it is known as head rest level. That is the higher level of the water as far as hydroelectric power plant is considered. The second thing which is important one is nothing but this is a pressure channel, or directly you can have certain kind of a pipe like structure which is starting from here itself, or maybe here it is available here, which is known as penstock. This is known as penstock. Now what is the use of this penstock? This penstock is used for what purpose? Here we have seen this water reservoir. What head rest means what, dam means what. Now this penstock carries the water from the higher level to the lower level inside a turbine house. This is also known as, this is the turbine, and inside which it is located, therefore it is known as turbine house or powerhouse. Now here powerhouse is adjacent to the turbine house actually. Okay, so penstock which carries the water from higher level or headrest level to this level, which is known as tail rest level. You just see here, this is the tail rest level. Okay, so very important thing here is that These are some of the things which are important one. These are the terminologies. So head rest level and tail rest level. Okay, now water. Now here there is a trash rack. Another thing which is available here is the trash rack. Now what do you mean by trash rack? I'm just 1 minute. What is the trash rack which is available one? We'll just see here. This trash rack is nothing but it is a mesh like structure which will just allow this particular water which is coming into this penstock without sediments, without any sort of, you can say, granules, stones that can be just restricted here itself through the trash rack. And then it is coming. So there is one valve which is not this is the valve house which will control actually the flow of water. So here whenever the valve house, what is the use of the valve? Control valves are available here to control the flow of water from the dam to the penstock. Now these are some of the structures you just see. These are known as anchor blocks which will just doing the function of keeping this penstock in a very sturdy manner, in a very perfect in a very proper manner. That is the main function of the anchor block. So potential energy of the water which is stored at a particular height which is known as head. The height of the water level, head rest level from the mean sea level, you can say, or from the ground, that is known as head of water. As this head increases, the capacity or the power which is stored as a potential energy is increasing one, as far as water is considered one. Okay, so that water which is coming down through this particular pressure channel through to the penstock. Now here the potential energy will be converted into kinetic energy. That is, water is flowing in a very, you can say, at a high speed, you can say, and therefore the kinetic energy is converted and potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, and which will be impinged on these turbines. Now these turbines are nothing but a rotor is there on which such a kind of wheels are mounted. Now this is the turbine which is known as a Pelton wheel. Here small buckets are available here. So whenever the water is coming through this particular pipe, here it is known as nozzle. This is a nozzle like structure. Wherever you will get a pressurized water which will be impinged on this particular buckets, so that this bucket this rotor will move in this direction. It is an anti-clockwise. It depends upon the position of the buckets. It may be, but here it is now, in this case, it is in anti-clockwise manner moving. Now this particular force, potential energy converted into moving this water through this penstock, converted into kinetic energy, and whenever the impingement of this water will be taking place on the blades of the turbines, we will get the rotation of this rotor, to which, that is, mechanical energy it is converted, and to which the electrical generator with the help of alternator is connected, and ultimately it will be leading to the conversion of mechanical energy into electrical energy. That power is available one, and which will be given to the required sources. That is the function, as far as means. In this way, in a simple manner, I have explained you the function of hydroelectric power plant along with its components. Another component which is remaining one, that is surge tank. Now whenever there is a load requirement is at very lower level, in that case the wall house, or through the walls, the water, you can say, water flow is controlled one. At that moment there may be increase of certain amount of pressure inside this particular penstock, or maybe the pressure channel, which may there may be possibility of water hammer phenomenon. So that water hammer phenomenon will be causing any kind of damage to the penstock as well as this pressure channel, and therefore the surge tank will be useful in this case to relieve the pressure which is available inside this penstock as well as this pressure channel. So the surge tank uses that one. Now after doing the work, whenever the water is flowing from this penstock, impinging on this particular blades, converted into its rotation, and then that water will be leaving through this draft tube. Here the draft tube name is not given, to the terrace level to the water or the river basin, you can say. And in this way, whatever the water which is available one, that can be utilized one. Now whatever the water which is going to this particular terrace level, that is to the river, which can be used for the irrigation purposes and all that things. So in this way, in a very simple manner, we can have the explanation of hydroelectric power plants working. Now this is the another figure which is giving you some idea that how is the reservoir, how is the control gate, or you can say the walls as well as trash rack, how the this particular penstock, this is the natural penstock, or maybe the some pipes are available one which can withstand the higher amount of whatever the pressurized water which is going through that one, having some certain higher amount of kinetic energy. Okay, and this is the turbine house, wherever the turbine with the help of this generator and connected with the help of whatever the electrical equipments which are available one there, and the electrical energy through this power rise will be given to the destination purpose wherever it is required one. So I think this is the same figure which is given in 3D format. Nothing has been changed here. These are some of the power plants which are available one in India. Maharashtra, which is having the Koyana power plant, which is having all these 4 stages. The capacity is 1956 megawatt, which is the largest one. Means there are 2 power plants you can see in Maharashtra. The Koyana power plant, which is hydroelectric one, having the capacity nearly equal to 2000 megawatt, and Punjab in Bhakra Nangal, it is nearly equal to 1100 megawatt. So these are the 2 big power plants which are available one, which are hydroelectric power plant in India. Remaining things are also available one, but which are very smaller one. Another important thing, that what are the advantages and disadvantages of these power plants. Now this is another important thing. There is no fuel cost because water is available freely, but important thing is that you need to store it, and for the storing you need certain amount of, you can say more amount of cost, not certain amount of cost. There is no fuel transportation is required one. There is no fuel and ash handling. Why this particular thing is coming into the picture? Because in thermal power plant or in another power plants, certain kind of pollution like maybe the burning of fuel converted into ash and its handling, that particular things are there. Therefore it has been written no pollution. Already I have told you it is a clean and neat as compared to the other power plants. Operating and maintenance costs are generally lower as compared to the thermal power plant, as compared to the nuclear power plant. So these are some of the advantages as far as first year point of view. All these advantages it is not necessary to learn, but these are some 3 to 6 advantages which are important one as far as your initial level point of view. What are the disadvantages? Initial high capital cost to construct the dams, reservoirs, etc. It depends on nature. If there is no rain, then such kind of power plants cannot work. As well as the power output totally dependent on monsoon. That is, the rainy season is required one for that. A good amount of rain is required one. It takes long time for completion of erecting of power plant. That is, gestation period is more. It takes 5 to 10 you can say years for completion, depending on what is the capacity of the power plant. It requires large area for the storage of the power plant. So these are some of the disadvantages of these power plants. Also another thing is that the sites are away from the load center. Load center means from wherever the distribution of the electrical energy takes place. So now there may be transmission and or maybe the other losses can occur if such a kind of condition is there. And also, so these are the things which are as far as your point of view, first year level point of view, which are important one. So I think this is the you can say a small explanation from my side as far as is hydroelectric power plant is considered one. And again I'm coming here. Here it is the conversion energy. This is potential energy which is available one in case of storing of water. Whenever it is passing through this pressure channel as well as penstock, it will be converted into kinetic energy. And then whenever the impingement of the water takes place on the turbines, we will learn what do you mean by the turbine and how it works in detail. Right now it is not explained here, but it is a, you can say, a mechanical system or mechanical part which rotates at very high speed. In turn, whenever a generator is coupled to it, it will be giving rise to us the electrical energy. here the mechanical energy will be getting, and finally we are getting electrical energy. So in this way, this is the short explanation for the conversion of energy in case of hydroelectric power plant. Try to remember important terms, that is dam, then trash rack, the penstock, surge tank, then through the penstock, turbine, to which generator is coupled, giving us the electricity with the help of generation, that is generating, you can say power generating principle, whatever it may be. And the tail race, and how the whatever the water which is doing certain kind of work on the turbine blades, it is leaving to the river basin through the draft tube. Okay, draft tube, this is actually draft tube. There are so many number of draft tubes which are available one, but here it is beyond the scope of our syllabus, so we're not going to consider it. But it is, you can say, the area which will give the whatever the water which is doing some kind of work after on the turbine, it leads to the river basin through the draft tube. That is the only, you can say, simple function which you can remember. So I think this is a short explanation from my side. So we will just try to stop at it now. Thank you very much.